Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's the week after the round of 64 and 32 in the NCAA tournaments. We've got the Sweet 16 coming up starting on Thursday, and we're going to talk to Doc, the head linesman at Legend Sportsbook, to see how the Sportsbook did with those first two rounds of NCAA tournament betting. Doc, how you doing?
Very good, Peter. Thank you.
All right, so the speculation was that the first day, it just seems like anytime these big favorites, that people love to pound the big favorites, and that basically the books are always needing an upset like they got on the second day with Lehigh and Norfolk State.
The big favorites don't take the action. It's those if they're over 20, people don't get too involved with them. To be honest with you, under 20 they will. Like Ohio State was bad beating Maryland. UNC Asheville was good covering against Syracuse. The Kentucky game really didn't matter because it was just such a high number. People just don't get involved with those like they used to.
Really?
So it was, like I said, overall it was a real good start to the tournament for us.
Really? That's it? Because I was talking to a guy from another big book on the day that these games were going on, and he said that it was about to be his worst day in 6 months until the Norfolk State upset, and that made him just wind up being down by a little bit.
No, I don't know. I got so much action on these games, like Connecticut, Iowa State, and I had so much action on both sides of that game. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing.
So you mostly did well because you were juicing out, or because you had a lot of decisions that went your way?
Well, we had decisions. We won too. I mean, there's of course like some numbers fell were no good. I'm not gonna, like Louisville and stuff. Baylor fell 8. So games like that hurt you, but you overcome it because of your high volume on the other games, and the decisions went well too, especially on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Which decisions were those that went well for you?
Let me just look for you here. Well, yesterday, obviously, Florida State was the main game. They went down, so that was huge. Kansas didn't cover yesterday. That was huge. I'll give you a good one here. Oh, Wisconsin beating Vanderbilt was gigantic on Saturday. That was the most lopsided game I had.
Really? You had action on Vanderbilt?
Yeah, I had every, I don't want to say sucker, that's a bad word to use, but every guy took Vandy. It was it was amazing. Louisville actually covering was good. Indiana not covering was bad. VCU is a very popular team. But like I said, the higher spread game, Kentucky wasn't terrible. Baylor wasn't terrible. Games like that, they just, like I said, they don't kill you with. Syracuse and Kansas State, their line went up. Syracuse covered. I actually needed Syracuse. So, just sometimes it's the luck of the draw, too, who your core players are going to bet, you might want to say.
So with the sharp action that you see, were there any sides that they favored, notably?
Let's see here. Well, yeah, they did like Wisconsin. That was one of the ones that was good for me.
Really? So that was a big public sharp action split for you then?
Right. Another good game was VCom in Wichita, I had to mention. That was probably my biggest game on the opening day.
Really?
Yeah, I think everybody just pounded in on Wichita. Wichita and Vanderbilt for the weekend was probably two of the biggest, to go with Florida State last night. My 3 biggest decisions of the week I won. So.
Okay, and then how's the Sweet 16 usually bet? Does the action get bigger? Do the sharps stay away? What kind of action are you expecting for the Sweet 16?
Oh, I think the lines are solid. The sharps, they might have banged some games around to get them to where they're at now, but it's so negligible it doesn't matter. Unless there's a key injury or they play a total, it's just you just write and let people bet.
Really?
Like I said, I already know I'm going to need half these games, but it doesn't matter.
So who do you think you're going to need? Who are you anticipating needing?
I'm going to need Wisconsin. I'm going to need Cincinnati. I'm going to need Florida. Louisville game will be close. Indiana, Kentucky, nothing going on yet. Xavier, Baylor, nothing going on yet. I'm going to need Ohio U and NC State, Kansas, nothing going on yet.
I don't know, man. On these lines, I'm seeing some value. I'm seeing Cincinnati, Wisconsin, and Louisville, all as games that are probably going to be good side bets.
I love Louisville. That's one of my bracket things. I fill out about 20 pools like everybody does. I don't know. Wisconsin line seems low to me. You think it seems the other way? I thought Syracuse might be 5 even.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Cincinnati. If I was Cincinnati, Ohio State, 5.5 looks like a good number to me. But like I said, they're going to lay me 7.5, so I got to love it.
I think the under in NC State, Kansas is too high. I think that the under is going to be a good bet there. I don't know, man. I'm going to be having like 5 or 6 big bets this weekend.
You were right on your total. So
yeah, I sure was.
On your Ohio State total, you gave me.
Oh, yeah. No, Doc, I'm sharp.
I know, I absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said, and you're a handsome man on the video.
Yes. Anyway, thanks so much once again for this call, Doc, and we will talk to you next week.